The madam producer who is in charge, who is an employer of labor, went and got a life jacket for herself, not minding what happens to others. She wore a life jacket. So, I mean, what was she thinking? That others are wood, others are sticks. When something happened, they are not going to die. I don't know why she wore a life jacket and leave the actors to suffer. It was terrible.
That's really bad.
Honestly, it was really, really bad. It was that bad. In fact, that's been my anger. Chinedu Okeke, aka Kakaki, a veteran Nollywood actor.
That's why with a veteran Nollywood actor, and we want to get his opinion about what happened yesterday. Yesterday was really dark. So, Mr. Okeke.
Yes, it was really, really dark. Really dark, honestly. We least expected what happened yesterday to happen. But then, at the end of the day, it happened out of carelessness. Carelessness from the actor, carelessness from the producer, carelessness from the production manager. Because when these three people don't work together, nothing will go well. The producer is the one who gives the job. The production manager is the engine house of the production. The actor is the one who feels the pain, who is supposed to know that before I jump into this, I need to be organized. I need to be put together. I get it. So now, the actor came on board. He didn't ask. Please, this is water we're talking about. Where is my life jacket? He was not given the life jacket because he didn't ask. Now, the PM, who is the engine house of the production, is supposed to, Madam Producer, we need life jackets for all the actors that are going on board to Anam. He didn't ask for that. Now, the Madam Producer, who is in charge, who is an employer of labor, went and got a life jacket for herself, not minding what happens to others. She wore a life jacket. So, I mean, what was she thinking? That others are wood, others are sticks. When something happened, they are not going to die. I don't know why she wore a life jacket and leave the actors to suffer. It was terrible.
That's really bad.
Honestly, it was really, really bad. It was that bad. In fact, that's been my anger. Why would she? If assuming she wasn't wearing it, fine. We would say, okay, it's ignorant. Though it's not an excuse. They didn't know that they were supposed to wear this. But she wore. That means she knows. So why didn't you distribute it? It won't cost you anything. 500 naira a jacket. You rent it and give to everybody. So everybody will be safe. But she never did that. So now, I give blame to her. I give blame to everybody. I give more blame to Junior Pope. So they say you don't say bad about the dead, but then I have to. Junior Pope would have asked for the jacket. But then spiritually, I feel Junior Pope knew he was going to die. One, he came very late to marry. They were waiting for him because there were two groups. The first group has gone to location. So the last group, being them, were waiting for Junior Pope to come before they move, which involves TC and every other person. He didn't come early, meaning that his body wasn't really allowing him to move. He forced himself to come to that job, which brought about those videos he was making to relieve himself. Those videos he was making, they weren't normal. They weren't normal. I get me. They weren't normal. JNR POPE is a water person. You see, there's one thing I want to clear here. You see, ignorance is not an excuse, even if you are one. You must recognize who you are. If you don't recognize who you are, then you have a problem. JNR POPE was not able to recognize that he was a water person. That has a link with water. So there, on that note, he should do the necessary things he ought to do before he enters the boat. Like TC came on board. Before he knew it, he bought a Fanta, bought an alligator pepper, and did the necessary things he ought to do. That was why at the end of the day, when the thing happened, he was one of the first people that was saved. Because immediately the thing happened, the water people gave him a rope to hold on to. You see, people, even when he was doing that thing, people were like, what's this crazy man doing? Are you sick? What's this? But he made a meaning. At the end of the day, they gave him that rope. He hung on the rope. With that rope, he saved 2 people. Before the search party came and brought them out, before rescuing others. So that is the thing. You must recognize who you are. You must recognize who you are. I know, me particularly, I know I'm a water person. So if I should go there, I have to do what TC did. Even after that, I still demand for a life jacket. I must. Because there is nowhere I want to go. When I was living in Port Harcourt, I used to go to Bonny. Each time I get to the shore, I used to say, give me a life jacket. If you don't give me a life jacket, I'm not going to travel. They'll give me a life jacket. So Bonny, you understand? Yes. They'll give me a life jacket. Yes. It's important. You must demand for it. That's the only way you can be safe in case anything happens. We have to be cautious. You have to be cautious. We are human beings. You can't predict anything. Death is inevitable. It could happen to anybody. You understand? Yes. You can't be sure who is the next. It could be me tomorrow. I must be careful. I must do the things I need to do to avert it. I get it. By the time I would have done those things, I would know that God really wants me to die. I've done the one I get to do and leave the rest for God. But they didn't do it. They didn't do what they ought to do to leave the rest for God. So what happened out of carelessness of the people involved. All parties were careless. From the producer, the executive producer, and the actors, they were all careless. And that was why what happened.
Right, you are brutally honest, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Nice talking with you.
Thank you so much.